Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Forgot what day it was there for a second. I was not as productive as I wish I could have been today. I woke up late. Well, I woke up late today, but problem was that I had no motivation to want to get my butt moving today, and so all the things that like I need to do and need to try and get done are just not happening. And honestly, guys, I hope that I can wake up early tomorrow. I might actually try and take melatonin tonight, which, funny thing for me is that I take it, I sleep really well, but I feel like I'm in a much lighter sleep. And so as soon as my alarm clocks start going off in the morning, I am like wide awake and cannot fall back asleep. For the most part. So we'll see if that winds up working, because for one, I've told you guys my desk is a mess. I need to sort of clean it off. I've just got receipts and clutter and newspapers, and not newspapers, like sales papers and ads and stuff like that all over my desk. I need to go through all of it, because one of the big things is that my hip has been killing me recently. I think because I've been sitting in bed working on my Mac, and so my hip, like, I don't know if it's from like the way, I'm assuming the way I've been sitting and like not being able to like be in a seated position. Like I either have to sit with like my legs crossed or else them just like straight out in front of me, and so it's been my hip has been killing me like for the last like probably week and a half or so, maybe close to like 2 weeks. And because I've been sitting in my bed working on stuff, you know, and everything like that, to blog things and stuff, and so like been so uncomfortable sitting in that bed. And so I can't, like I said, I can't sit at my desk right now though, because I have things all over my desk, and I was thinking about that today. I was like, maybe I can like just sit in the living room, like at the coffee bar, which I don't know if there's stuff all over it. Maybe I can sit in at the kitchen table. I don't know if there's stuff all over that too, you know, and so sit somewhere and get that type of work and stuff like that done, but just not in my room, because like right now, again, there's so much stuff all over my desk. I would have enough room, but I don't. And then on top of that too, there's like all kinds of things. Like I left my little Valentine's Day, I literally have not touched, well, I ate some of the candy out of it. I had the thing for lollipop and one of the chocolate thingies. But I literally have not, like that, I need to put the candy probably in my little candy drawer. I have a candy drawer in my room, guys. I ate this Snickers bar that I got from Walmart though, which was good, because honestly I felt like if I didn't eat it like within this week, I probably would have forgotten about it, and then it would have sat in there for like a month, and I would have been like, oh yeah, I bought that Snickers bar at Walmart. Those 38-cent Snicker bars at Walmart. So yeah, but as you guys can see, I've got Valentine's Day candy that's still sitting on my desk. Like I am not a huge sweets person, guys, honestly. I'm like, very rarely do I like candy and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I guess it sort of has to be like that. The Snickers bar, I probably should have had it in 2 like sittings instead of in 1. Like maybe had half of it earlier today and the other half later in the day or something like that, or like had half of it today and the other half tomorrow. But I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up actually eating this whole thing. I am not, like I said, a candy person really at all. Like a Hershey bar, again, I can eat maybe like 3 little, you know, rectangles. I can't eat the whole thing, or maybe half of it. But like I said, I really can't eat like the whole thing. Even too, like I love the Ghirardelli chocolate squares, but I can at most maybe eat 2 of them at a time, which is good, because like the ones I got for Christmas I still have. I've been slowly, like I said, having like 1 maybe a day, but today I obviously ate that whole Snickers bar. I was like, I can't do more chocolate, more sugar, more candy. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why, like for the most part, everybody else in my family is like almost the exact opposite. Like my grandma used to eat circus peanuts for dinner. I am not even joking, guys. That was one of her go-tos. Actually it wasn't. We made a joke about it because one time we were like, oh, we're gonna pick stuff like food up for dinner. Like we were just gonna do it at the grocery store or something like this. This was a long time ago. And so we asked her like what she wanted, and she said like something like, oh, a can of soup. Oh, and can you also get me some circus peanuts or something like that? And so I just remember that we always made a joke that like my grandma would just literally just eat circus peanuts for dinner. Like she, like, I don't know. Or maybe it was when I was little or something like that. There was a couple different times where like she just would eat circus peanuts. Like, and like that was honestly her thing. She loved butterscotch candy and like I said, circus peanuts, and like circus peanuts are so sugary. Like I remember eating one when I was a little kid and being like, I don't think I can actually finish this. And I used to like candy when I was little. Like I said, I don't really know why. I mean, I never really loved, I mean, I guess I liked it a lot, but I mean, I also too, like my parents used to not give me candy that much when I was little. And like I never drank pop when I was little. Like maybe on rare occasions I might have like 7-Up or ginger ale if I had an upset stomach. But like sometimes like at family parties, like I might get some 7-Up, like, or something like that. But I remember like my cousins used to always get like Coke or Pepsi and stuff like that, and I was like, why can't I have any of that? Like I never got like I said, like, you know, any of the dark cola. I always had like a 7-Up maybe, and like a little tiny bit too. My mom would be like, okay, there you go, and I'd be like, this is not like an actual drink. It's like, this is like something that you can just, you know, so I won't be crying about the fact that everybody else got soda and I didn't. So yeah, but like I said, like my parents did not give me a lot of, like I said, candy or like pop or anything like that when I was little. And the weird thing is that I don't really have that much of a problem drinking pop. Like I could finish a whole can of pop, honestly, given like if I knew it wasn't bad for my teeth or bad for me. I could probably drink like 2 or 3 cans of soda and be totally fine, like as long as I had food to sort of offset it. But like candy, I don't know why, like chocolate or like I said, any other type of like candy, like lollipops, any of that kind of stuff, like, you know, like candy bars, lollipops, chocolates, any of that kind of stuff. Again, I cannot eat that much of it. I can have like, you know, maybe a, you know, like I said, a couple pieces, but that's like the most that I can have. Which I get a little frustrated with because like I even remember, like I don't know why that sort of changed, but I remember when I was in like maybe my first couple years of high school, I remember I ate 2 whole bags of like, and maybe it's only certain types of candy that I really like that I can eat a lot of. Like maybe it's just chocolate, like I don't know, maybe it's just too rich, I can't have that much of. Like I don't know, maybe it is just certain kinds, but like recently I haven't eaten like 2 bags of candy, but they were like small, like the smaller bags of like Lifesavers, but they were like the I think they were watermelon flavor. I don't think they make them anymore. Or maybe raspberry they were, or something like that. But they were like the white with like the little like dots, and it wasn't like the gummy like ones. They were like the melt in your mouth sort of like mints, but it was like a watermelon, I think. Or like I said, maybe it was strawberry, raspberry or something like that, but like they melt, you know, if you suck down them long enough, they just like melt in your mouth, and they were like, I loved them. And I remember eating, again, probably an entire bag or 2 bags in one afternoon. Like that was how much I loved them. And so they don't make them anymore, guys, and it really upsets me. I don't even really know, like I said, what flavor they were. I'd have to look it up. But that's one of those things that like I could eat the whole thing of. It's just maybe chocolate for me is just way too rich. So yeah, I don't know. I never really, I guess I didn't think about that. Like I guess there is certain things that I could, certain candies that I could have a lot of, but chocolate is definitely not one of them. Like I said, I almost got sick over eating that whole Snickers bar today. And I don't know what it is, the difference between like chocolate and stuff like that. But again, recently, like I haven't been able to eat that much like candy or anything like that. And then on top of that too though, it isn't that appealing to me. Like, I think the reason I actually liked those, like I was saying, the like little strawberry or watermelon flavored Lifesaver thingies a lot, was because I liked the way they tasted, and so I could, you know, tolerate eating a lot of them. I think I just don't necessarily like chocolate. I've never loved chocolate that much, but I do like it if I'm like, oh, I really need something sweet. But I'll be honest, if I want something sweet, I totally go with fruit. Like, for me, like today I was actually, before I decided on the Snickers bar, I actually there was grapes in the Aldi ad that's sitting on my desk right now, and I saw those and was like, I want some grapes. Like, I had a sweet craving, and so I was like, I really want some grapes, and we obviously got some. I think somebody ate them all though, and that's when I decided to go with the Snickers bar that ended up actually making me feel sick, and I didn't like it as much as I probably would have eaten the grapes. But again too, I probably couldn't have eaten like a whole bag of grapes. It probably would have been like a handful of them or something like that, and then my sweet craving probably would have been over. I wouldn't have needed to eat the Snickers bar. But like I said, that's the thing. That's why I will give Matthew and Jack like more or the same amount of candy as, like, you know, my mom gave us, like I was saying, those little Valentine's Day mailboxes. Their candy was probably all gone in the first day. Mine is still sitting on my desk. And then you know what happens? They come in my room and are like, ooh, are you gonna eat this? Can we have some? And I'm like, at some point I will eat it, but not right now. And then it turns into one of those, I completely forgot about it and it's been sitting there for forever. And now I'm like, yeah, you guys can have some too. So yeah, there's certain chocolates that I'm not a huge fan of. And like I said too, it's just like, maybe the taste of certain things too that I'm not, like, you know, I wasn't really in the mood for the Snickers bar, but I was like, oh, I'll have it, and eating the whole thing, I was like, I don't really like, I didn't have a taste for it after I started eating it, or got probably over halfway through it, and I was like, I'm gonna be sick if I keep eating this. Like, that's why, like, the little fun size ones for me are probably totally fine. Like, I could eat like one of those when, again, I'm like sort of like, ooh, I have like a sweet tooth craving or something like that. But that's what it is normally, like, for me, I like sweeter things. I don't necessarily like creamy, like chocolatey sort of things either. Like, again, I sort of I had a taste for grapes, so I like berries and like grapes, really sweet apples. Like, I am a real like sweet sweets person, but not like rich sugary either too. Like cupcakes, like I could eat maybe one cupcake depending on the size, but you know, like a slice of cake too, I sometimes can't even eat that much of the cake. But I really love icing. Like, but I don't actually really like cake, and I can only eat so much icing before, again, I feel like I'm going to be sick. So like I said, guys, I don't know where my sweet and sugary sort of, you know, and candy kind of stuff all lies, but it's just really bizarre. Like I said, and nobody else in my family is necessarily like that either, where they're like, oh yeah, like I can only have, like, you know, my dad can be eating a Snickers bar and drinking Mountain Dew at the same time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're gonna make me gag. Like, to me that just seems like way too sweet and sugary, and like, no. I can't. I definitely like drinks that are very, very sweet. Like I told you guys too, like Arnold Palmer and those Bai drinks, because they're very, very sweet too. At least in my opinion, I like them more than like Gatorade. To me, Gatorade tastes very watered down. I don't like the way Gatorade tastes. That's sort of a little bit how those Roar organic like electrolyte drinks taste. They taste a little bit watered down, but they're still, to me, sweeter than Gatorade, and they don't have the weird, like, they have a little bit of that, like, I think it's the electrolyte taste in there, like sort of a little bit, that I don't really like about like sports drinks, but it's not that much, and the taste of the actual drink to me is stronger, but not quite as strong as some of the drinks that I like to drink. Today I did try the peach kind, and I actually think I like the peach kind more than the, was it the grape or the pomegranate kind that I tried before, which was all they had left at my Jewel. So I might actually get that, do that deal again and get those, because I actually really did like the peach kind. I also am not really sure about the different types of flavored drinks I like. Like, my mom really likes anything that is like peach flavored. Like I told you guys too, I think I got the, was it this weekend or maybe last weekend? I think it was this weekend. I got her that peach, like like sparkling water sort of thing. And she really likes the peach flavored one. But like, you know, and anything sort of peach flavored she likes. I don't know if I necessarily have like a go-to, like I always like this flavored thing. Like obviously they taste sort of different. Again, if you're going from like, oh, like my dad and Jack and Matthew all really like the, I think it's a sour apple from like Gatorade, the green ones. But I don't think maybe if it was like, oh, this other drink, like that was, you know, a sour apple or something like that, they might not like it, you know? But like, you know, some people have that just like go to like anything that tastes peachy or something like that, like I'll really like it. Like my mom, I don't think that I have that either. Like I said, where there's like a specific like flavored thing that I'm always like, if it tastes like this, for the most part, I'll probably like it. Yeah, I don't think that's really me either. So yeah, guys, I am hoping to get along a little bit better with my my website things and stuff like that as well. But again, there's not waking up early and having so many other things that I need to get back on track with. It's like, this is gonna be impossible. I actually felt good going into the start of this month, sort of, like the beginning of what is it, March? And now all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, no, I'm so behind with all kinds of stuff. I don't even know if I would be able to say April would be a good time either. The stinky part is that football, I think there's actually a football game this Friday, so that Jack's playing in, which means that, again, things are going to be changed up already because of that, which I think they only have like 7 games or something like that. Like I think it only lasts like 2 months or something, which is technically last season, like, or this last year, this year, school year, I guess. And then they have football that starts in fall of this coming year. So be interesting, but it's like a shortened season. There's no playoffs, all that kind of stuff. It's just sort of to still be able to get the kids to be able to play, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there's all that stuff starting, which is going to put a wrench into my plans of when we go shopping and do all that kind of stuff. So anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.